So in this video, we're going to be styling the course page where we can view the courses. So we're not going to put too much attention into it, but we do want to walk through this just to set up a base layout. And this is going to be split through multiple videos. So to get started with, we might actually add in a class up here, and let's call this course. So what we want to do here is we actually just want to make sure that in this here, we actually only want to use this to reference it. So we can maybe just change this to an ID. So what we actually just want to do here is say course, and then we want to say header, just so we don't override some other styling. And in here, let's add in a background color. And also let's go in and display flags. And let's also going to make sure we have a height of 60% of the screen size. So this is going to take out 60% of the screen size. And additionally, let's also make sure we center the text. While you can go in, like for someone, add a background footer instead of having a background color, we're not going to be looking at this right now. So if we now go in here, what you will see here is we have these two here. So what we want to do now is we want to put these on two separate lines. So because we're using flex, we just need to go in and say flex direction and put it as a column. And by doing that, it will basically align this way instead. So what we want to do now is we want to go in here basically and say course header h1. We want to say font size 36 pixels, and let's add in a white color here. And then we want to go in and add in a bit different here for the paragraph. So what we can do here is we can go in and say paragraph, and we want to have this as a font size of 24 pixels, and color can be something like and now if we go in and look now, we have this here. So what we might want to do additionally is we want to go inside here, inside courses, and let's go in here and change the content here. So how to build a course platform in Laravel, and then let's go and say some different text here. So if we now go in and refresh, we get this instead, and maybe we can make this just to 20 pixels here. And also let's go in and add a line height and make this a bit more like let's go in here and see in paragraph, and maybe put it like this. Do whatever you think fits the best for your design. So if we go in, maybe put it like this, and by doing that, we now, of course, we also need to change this to the other unit. So by doing like this, we will now have something that will be looking like this. And if we now go in and check it here, it still works perfectly fine, but we want to have both of these here aligned to the center. So what we can do here is we can say course header h1, and then we can go in and add in the paragraph here, And let's put in the line height here as well, and let's say both of them should be aligned to the center. And actually, let's just add the line height into the paragraph here. So now we actually have the opportunity here. We might want to change the line height down on smaller devices. So we can also just leave it 1.7 maybe. I think that would be fine. Okay, let's leave this as 1.5 and then go in here and say margin top 5 pixels. Like that, yeah. Maybe we can even get rid of the line height now. Okay, so let's add this to 15 pixels, and I think that would be fine. Okay, so last thing we want to make sure is there's going to be some padding here. So let's say padding of 5 pixels. In case it's going to be a small device and a lot of text. So obviously what you can do here is you can add background photo and all of this. And you can even go in and add thumbnail, all of these kind of things. So what we would like to do here is we want to basically put in the first video here as well. So now we're just designing the home page here. So like, well, there's a lot of approaches to doing this. My approach is gonna be to have this one as the header with the background photo, and then if you scroll down you'll be able to basically see the introduction video. So what we want to call this is basically gonna be introduction video, or the first video we're gonna show. We're gonna have a different view if we're actually gonna go into, or maybe we can, I think actually let's leave this for now and see how it's gonna look. But the point is we want to make sure this is gonna be as convenient as possible for the user. So by creating something like this, and then below we can add in the lessons. So what we can do here is potentially iterate through all of our lessons, and then as well go in and make sure that we display it in a nice convenient way. So there's two ways I think we can do this. One of them would be putting in multiple cards, and remember we already created a card component earlier on, which is the first one we're gonna do, and we might be looking into also using just a list, but for now let's just work with the card components. So in that case we can pretty much copy and paste from here, and we want to maybe make this a template and then say vif course lessons. And now we basically showing in all the lessons here. So I mean, obviously we need to just change a little bit of the design in here, but let's just go in and try to duplicate this, and then let's call this episode 2, and let's call this episode 1, and then let's go in and refresh. Okay, so now we're already getting somewhere. So what we want to do here is we want to rename this to lesson. And we obviously also later on want to go in and make sure we pass in, instead of, for example, saying we don't maybe want to add in the watch now, we just want to display the video. So we're going to be looking at that later on as well. For now, I think we can be fine with this. We might just add in a bit of spacing as well. So if we go on here and say margin bottom 5 pixels, And actually let's make this 15 pixels for now. So like this, and then we might also go in and just have like 3 of them. And what we want to do here is we want to add it inside a container component. So here, let's go ahead and say container. And also we need to import it here. So if we now go in and basically duplicate this here, it already contains the spacing and all of that here. So in the next video, you're going to be focusing on getting to display how it's going to be with the video. We're going to essentially just start out with a test video, but after that we're going to be also looking into how to process the video, so we can, for example, have maybe 1 quality or 2 qualities of the videos, and we're going to be looking into designing the thumbnails for each video so we can put them in and all of that. So for now, I think we have gotten pretty far in this platform here. So obviously we might change some stuff in here as well. So but all of this is essentially just the way we are working around it, and we can work around it more later on.